Tokenize, the YouTube channel that shows you the faces of blockchain-based real economy. Subscribe and find out how you can be a part of it.
Hello, Internet. Thank you so much for waiting for me. I'm back after almost a year of being absent on my own channel. But, with everything that's been going on with crypto, you never know where you're going to end up the next day. But one thing that I've observed over the last few months is that the international remittances industry is really booming. And one of the reasons why is the pandemic and the fact that a lot of people are working remotely outside of their offices, and a lot of people are relocating to different places and are unable to get a bank account. So that got me thinking. And while I was thinking, I ran across TRASTRA. I was thinking to myself how to introduce it, whether it's a credit card issuance company, whether it's a crypto company, some sort of a Visa affiliated business. But I thought that the best thing to do would be to just sit down with the founder and CEO of TRASTRA, Roman Potemkin, and ask him. So that's what I'm doing today. Roman, thank you so much for doing this. Thanks a lot for taking the time. First of all, I wanted to ask you to talk a little bit about your background. I want our listeners and viewers to know as much about you as possible so they know that you're talking business.
Sure. Thank you, Anton, for inviting me. I guess it's interesting to know that our background is from traditional banking. During the last 10, maybe 11 years, we developed a huge amount of digital banking solutions for retail banks like UniCredit, Societe Generale, Home Credit Bank. It was white label mobile apps for iOS, Android, Windows Phone, iPad. And during this period of time, we've got a lot of knowledges and a lot of inspiration from mobile banking, and we get a lot of information from retail clients, what exactly they need in terms of their finance and what exactly they need on their mobile phones, on their mobile interfaces. So we gathered together all these inspirations, all this experience, and we moved from traditional finance to crypto finance. It was in 2016, and since that time we combined benefits of traditional payment infrastructure and crypto payment infrastructure. If you talk about TRASTRA, think about TRASTRA like your typical internet and mobile banking app with cryptocurrency. So with TRASTRA, you can get account in euro and Visa debit card, which is linked to this account. But the difference is that we also have 5 different crypto wallets: Coin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Ripple, and Litecoin, and 1 stablecoin, USDC. So with the app, you can instantly send and receive crypto. You can instantly, just in 10 seconds, exchange crypto to euro and spend it in real life with Visa card. And we know that Visa card is the easiest way to make purchases, to make cash out transactions. In any ATM nearby, you can cash out your crypto.
So let me see if I understand this. So you have a plastic card, just the kind that anyone and every one of us has in their wallet. And it's a Visa card. So it's basically accepted all throughout the world. Anywhere you want to make your purchase or withdraw cash, you can do it at any ATM in the world.
Exactly.
And you have wallets for major crypto, and you have stable coin there somewhere. Wow. So that's a major value proposition.
So this combination gives you unique experience, and you can use it as a salary card, as a crypto salary card.
This was going to be my next question. Who was your typical client? I mean, off the top of my head, I can think of at least 2-3 groups of people who would be absolutely thrilled to have this kind of service in their countries. But as far as I know, you guys only work in Europe. You don't do the rest of the world?
Yes, not at the moment, but this is, I think, our next step. So currently we offer our service in 31 European countries in European Economic Area. And coming back to your question regarding our target audience, I can divide it for three different parts. So the first and the major part is newcomers. So people who want to start working with crypto, but don't have any kind of experience and understanding what to do, how to do. So for these newcomers, the easiest way to start with crypto is to download our app, go through KYC procedure, and order TRASTRA card. So we try to simplify all the processes. We don't want to teach people about new difficult words and everything else. So we just give them account in euro, account in crypto, in Bitcoin, and Visa debit card, which linked to, yes.
Did you say euro?
It's definitely, yes. We have account in euro and we have personal IBAN account. It means that you can top up account in TRASTRA with just a simple banking transfer in euro.
So you get an IBAN with your card. So you can basically get bank transfers using the card, and you don't have to actually have a real bank account.
Yes. Yes. So
it's a virtual IBAN that you can use to exchange your crypto into euro. So it's like
maybe euro into crypto.
Maybe euro
and
into
back.
crypto, yeah. So you can use your euro to buy more crypto, and then whenever you feel like making a purchase at a merchant anywhere in the world, what you do is you just exchange it inside the app.
This is the best functionality for newcomers, as I mentioned before, because we allow them to buy crypto with just simple bank transfer. So they can make this bank transfer from any bank to TRASTRA account. So then instantly exchange crypto to euro and get these coins on their wallets. So this is option one. Option two is to use their existing payment cards to buy crypto with payment cards. So they just open the app, add their card details, existing card details, and we allowed them to buy any kind of crypto what we have at the moment in the app with Visa or MasterCard.
So what are the if their own bank kind of feel skittish about crypto, how does that work? I mean, if I have a bank card and I want to include it with the TRASTRA app, but my bank tells me no, can they do that? Or
I don't think that it's an issue because bank can't control this process, and they just see the transaction on the card account, and that's it. So we never have such issues with buying crypto.
I keep interrupting you because it's really exciting. Yeah. I mean, that's like I mentioned in the beginning of our conversation, this is, especially post-pandemic, it's a major value proposition for anyone who's lost a job, who's come at a cross-section in their life, and they need to reevaluate things. I mean, a lot of people that are actually going through that every day of their life, and I'm thinking this is precisely what they need, that kind of help financially that they're with everything they're going through.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And this is the first part of our target audience. So the second part is professional traders and crypto investors. So they use this card to cash out their existing crypto assets. They used to buy some food, pay for utilities, and etc. So when you have crypto, you need to have the easiest way to crypto cash out. And I guess our card is the easiest way because you can use it anywhere around. You can make online purchases. By the way, we have very big limits on our cards, and you can spend up to 8,000 euro per day without weekly and monthly limit. This is the easiest way to pay in internet, to pay with merchants. You can use it in any ATM and get cash from this ATM, and it's a very, very simple and useful tool for professionals who already in crypto, already need to cash out crypto. And the third audience is The third part, I guess, this is people who want to get salary in crypto on regular basis. To support such people, we integrated a stablecoin. So currently, a couple of weeks ago, we launched USDC stablecoin, and this stablecoin linked to US dollar and has not any kind of volatility instead of Bitcoin and other crypto assets.
Yeah.
And it's a very good tool for different kind of freelancers. And you can use TRASTRA card in both ways. So to get salary in euro, we have personal IBAN account, and it looks like a typical bank account. And we have 6 different crypto wallets, so you can get salary in crypto instantly, and you can convert crypto to euro, euro to crypto, and use it trusted debit card.
So for freelancer, it's enough to just give out the IBAN number to their clients. Get them, hey, here's my IBAN number. You can transfer. I forgot euros only. Okay, so
yes.
You can only get euros from the resident businesses of the 31 countries, right? You can't get euro. Right, I got you.
No,
so
it doesn't matter. So
shop.
You can get it from other countries as well, but the bank has to support SEPA transfers.
My question is, if it's so, I mean, to me, it sounds so obvious and simple. My question is, why isn't every bank on earth doing it?
I guess it's a matter of time. So currently, banks are not so fast in terms of implementation, new functionality, and do innovations. And definitely, we need to have regulation in each country to do this. So it means that in long-term perspective, definitely banks will provide you similar functionality. But currently, this year, next year, maybe a couple of years later, so it's some kind of exclusive which you can get from TRASTRA.
Well, I'm looking at current newsreels, and what's at the top of the line always, wherever I look, is the digital dollar, digital yuan, just digital money issued by central banks. And I'm wondering whether or not you consider that a competition.
Who knows? I think that there are a lot of different scenarios, and maybe yes, maybe no. So it's too difficult to give a prognosis, and too difficult to give you some kind of estimations.
Right.
So I see that currently TRASTRA has a very good growth in terms of volumes, in terms of amount of new clients, and also we have very good churn rate. It means that just very small amount of people order this card and don't use it. So we have very good metrics in terms of card usage, and back to my let's say previous experience of comparing usage of our product, comparing with traditional mobile or internet banking solutions. So I see that metrics much better than with traditional finance. And I like this story. I like that we bring value for our clients, and we see loyalty from their side.
Well, since we already touched on that, let's talk about your competition, because digital banking, the so-called, what do you call them, challenger banks, It's also all over the news, and I'm just so you're not a bank, right? You don't offer banking services per se. You're a payment company, right? How would you
Yes,
characterize TRASTRA? Is it a payment company, a payment processing company,
yes.
visa issuing company, or
To do this business, we need two type of license. So we need crypto license, and for to do this, we registered in United Kingdom as a crypto business with local government
FCA?
organization, which calls FCA.
Yeah.
And to do business with traditional finance, we need payment license. It calls electronic money issuer license, and we have it in Lithuania with our card issuer, which calls Kontis.
Mm-hmm.
And it means that we're fully compliant and transparent, and so both crypto finance and fiat traditional finance covered by a special license.
But it only allows you to operate in the European Economic Area. You can't do it in Singapore. I think FCA covers. It has some sort of influence. I'm not sure. I'm kind of gray on that, but Singapore being a British dominion or whatever you want to call it, I think there's some sort of way to do financial services in Singapore also.
Good question. So in terms of crypto, we can do this business worldwide. If we are talking about our cards, which is the main part of TRASTRA product, we can't deliver it out of European Economic Area, out of 31 European countries. But our next step for development during this year is to go out of Europe to offer our service in Asia and South America.
South America.
So, yes,
it's actually it's very interesting. Let me just sort of narrow the tunnel and maybe just put you in a. So, if I were some sort of a financial services businessman, wanted to start up something with crypto, with payment services in South America, and I walk up to you and go, "Hey, Roman, listen, you're the person that I want to talk to because I want to do what you do in South America. I want to be your partner or an affiliate of some sort." What would you say to that person? Where would you direct them? How would you, how would you continue the conversation?
Depends on type of the partner. If we talk about affiliates, yes, we are open to cooperate with affiliate partners, and we have a lot of experience to do such a business. And we know that we can be interesting product for affiliate networks and etc. Also, TRASTRA has a B2B proposition, and we have pretty simple API, which allowed companies to do integration with TRASTRA and to use TRASTRA card as a cash out method for their crypto assets. So it means that after very simple integration, they can order TRASTRA card from their user's interface without leaving their user's interface, and they can cash out crypto to euro also without leaving their user's interface. So they can instantly exchange crypto to top up TRASTRA card and use TRASTRA card to spend money with ATMs, post terminals, internet acquiring.
So from what I'm hearing, this is a small and medium enterprise, the so-called SMEs, are the ones that you really, you guys are really targeting those, aren't you?
We're targeting businesses who need to pay their customers in crypto. So we provide very simple cash out product. So they can get their salary, their income in crypto, and TRASTRA helps their clients with cash out.
So you already mentioned one of the plans for the future was South America expansion.
Exactly.
Do you plan to do something like that in the United States of the North America, Mexico, Canada, the US, the continental US? I know it's tough. I mean, I know I've heard from other people. That doing financial services is extremely difficult and expensive in the US, but then the returns are completely different. And the type of audience and the spread on everything is just, it's X whatever you're making in Europe. So I'm thinking, I mean, I got to ask if you guys plan on expanding, across the pond.
To answer your question, I can say that our first step is Europe. We already made it. Our second step is Asia, and we want to be successful there. And our third step is North America, US, and Canada. So maybe next year we will be able to make it. So we make very, very small steps, but on a like very straightforward. We know what we do during the next couple of hours and during the next couple of quarters.
Well, let me just wrap it up with a personal. I know you've climbed Mount Elbrus in Caucasus a few days back. You came back, and I wanted to get an impression because I've dabbled in climbing some, small to mid-sized mountains in my youth, and it's been a couple of decades since I last, descended from a mountain, and I wanted to know how everything went, and if you can talk about that experience a little bit, that'd be great.
Wow. I try. Because honestly, it was a very interesting and very difficult experience because of the difference between what I've seen in YouTube while I'm preparing for this adventure, and in fact, it was much difficult. And from what I've seen, I can say that you have three major paths of success. And the first one, your physical form and how you prepared to this trip. And the second is your individual
mindset,
your
mental state,
and your individual specific in terms of acclimatization, because you have totally different air there, and you need to somehow survive in the totally different environment. And the third part is weather and weather condition during your climbing. And you will be very surprised when I say that the first two parts no, I can say that just 10% is your physical condition, 10% of success your individual specific and acclimatization, and 80% weather. And the situation with weather is changing really fast, and nobody could give you estimation what kind of weather will be in the next several hours. So it means that weather, this is the major factor of your success, your ability to climb to the top. That's it.
Well, listen. Well, thank you so much for doing this. I mean, I know I've discovered a lot for myself, and hopefully our viewers have also, because I've seen sketches of, other people, new banks, challenger banks, huge operations doing something similar, but every one of them in one way or another is having problems with crypto. It's either they don't have the functionality, or the API is wrong, or the banks are just not letting them through. So when I ran into TRASTRA, I thought to myself that, I mean, it looks like a successful operation and you guys are doing great. So I had to sit down with you and get some information out of you. Well, thank you so much for doing this. Thanks a lot for taking the time. Hopefully this will come useful to people on Tokenize.
Thank you, Anton.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Talk soon.
Thank you for your questions. And
absolutely.
Anytime, I'm happy to talk with you again.
I'd like to do it sometime later on. Maybe if you guys have any news, something newsworthy, something you'd like to put out on the internet, by all means, I'm your guy. So we can just talk about it and figure out how to get it out to the masses.
Good.
But, all right.
Thanks.
You got it.
Thanks.
You got it.
Tokenize, the YouTube channel that shows you the faces of blockchain-based real economy. Subscribe and find out how you can be a part of it.